2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Suns taking on the Lakers. For the Phoenix Suns, a win moves them into 6th place league-wide. They continue to stand out as one of the game's top teams. Lakers, Suns is next, right after this. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report. Thanks. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Hassan Whiteside.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Lakers starting group. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore. And for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there, and it's Nader in at the 3. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. To the middle, and stolen by Bazemore. Pass to Westbrook. Feeds it to Davis. Paul with the steal. Kicks it to Booker. Pass to Crowder. They get a hand on it. Inside. Here's LeBron. And yes, it's good.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Paul looking over the floor. Here's Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Westbrook passes to Jordan. He dishes it to Bazemore. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hit at the end of the play. Bazemore does a good job of maintaining focus.
Paul against Westbrook. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron is running. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Davis dishes to Westbrook. The pass to Bazemore. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Nader the pass to Paul. Now Ayton. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Phoenix, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 6. Bazemore with it. Chris Paul covering from 13. That one a little long.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now here's Bazemore. Last time out he had 14 points. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Bazemore. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bazemore's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Here's a look at some stats for DeAndre Jordan. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's right around 13 points a night, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Now here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Can they get it? And James pulls it down.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting 1.
That one misses for Westbrook.
Hard to believe that Westbrook is in his 30s. Elite burst. He's still one of the more feared players for opponents.
Now here's Booker. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. All against Westbrook. Here's Jordan. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Bazemore. No one around him. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Bazemore's got 7 points in the game. And the Suns call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. The Lakers second.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Ball passes to Booker. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Bazemore. Down low. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Bazemore. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ayton against Jordan. And that one's good, Ayton.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Now here's James. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Bazemore misses. Booker outside. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Here's Bazemore. He has 7. He kicks it to LeBron. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
Just 4 to shoot. It's good.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Bazemore. From deep LeBron. It's good from long range. James has got 5 now.
Field goal.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Westbrook against Paul. Tries from 7. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul. DeAndre Jordan. That's his first personal foul.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Crowder, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul.
And you see the raw talent Ayton has, an intimidating big man with a high ceiling and a desire to grow.
To the inside. Here's Anthony. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Booker. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharge checked in for Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Nader. Both free throws good from Booker.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Davis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Anthony down low. Charges there. Good on the shot.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bradley's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
Avery Bradley.
Whiteside, the pass to Johnson. Whiteside kicks to Payne. And here's Whiteside. You saw him with 10 points last game. Sharks, right side. Clock is at 3. No good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. Outside Bradley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Don't kid yourself about Avery Bradley. He's thin, but he's surprisingly strong, and he's tough.
Payne looking around. Good, nice job down low. The Lakers with the ball. It's a 13-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Here's Payne after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Passes to Johnson from outside the arc. Can't hit that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Anthony. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Down by 15. A nice shot by Booker.
And nothing you could do. I mean, at times, Booker is just going to score no matter what you throw at him.
Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. Outside Bradley. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. 2 points. That one goes. Davis has got 6 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Payne. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 15. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Booker against Bradley. That's tipped. To the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's Rondo. Payne covering. Pass to Anthony. Six to shoot. He feeds it to Rondo. And stolen by Booker. Here's Saric. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now here's Rondo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. And they pick up 2. And 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's stolen by Saric. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Rondo looking around. Pass to Davis. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Lakers lead by 16. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. We've got Kendrick Nunn. Anthony is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Horton-Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. Lakers leading by 18. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Davis. Over Johnson. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court, but off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides, just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
Lays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow. The defense is right there, quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And here's Anthony for 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And he comes up with the deuce. Booker's got 10 points.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
The pass to Horton-Tucker. Over Johnson. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And for only one season at Iowa State for Talen Horton-Tucker, the second-round pick, he's getting some notice.
I like this kid, Kevin. A crafty finisher, makes plays for others, uses his length defensively, and he can fill up a stat sheet.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Devin Booker. Timeout called, the Suns.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your son's dancers.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Lakers.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for DeAndre Ayton. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
Now here's Payne. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot's good from Paul.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Westbrook passes to Davis. Kicks to LeBron. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Paul. Over Jordan, and Davis sends it back.
The crazy reach of AD coming into play. He uses it so well to reject shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Ayton finds Payne. Uncovered. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And the Lakers have possession. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Poked away, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Let's see some of the numbers here for DeAndre Ayton.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
None with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Abdul Nader, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Lakers also making a change. Bazemore's checked in.
It's a real challenge to contain Chris Paul off pick-and-roll basketball. Reason why he can pass it at an elite level and shoot it at an elite level.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee. Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Westbrook finds none. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Westbrook passes to Jordan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Paul. He kicks to Payne. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Over to the left wing. Here's Nader. Westbrook pulls it in. Lakers leading by 22. Bazemore dishes to Westbrook. Crowder against Nunn. Back to James. Fade away. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Nunn against Paul. Back to Payne. There's the triple. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And if you're a teammate of Chris Paul's, you've always got to be ready to catch the pass.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 5. To the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nunn.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Suns trail by 19. Paul outside, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key. So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Payne. Payne hits them both. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 17. Rondo kicks to Westbrook. James in the post. And the Lakers turn it over again.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. The feed to Ayton. Count that one. Ayton's got 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
James outside. Pass to Westbrook. Rondo kicks to Westbrook. They need this one, and finished off by Westbrook.
An explosive at the 1. Westbrook plays with tremendous force, rocking the rim there.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Good D by Westbrook.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Kicks it out to Paul. Up again, and Ayton stays with it. He's got 11.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Paul against Rondo. LeBron outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first.
Tremendous body control. LeBron takes the hit, sinks the shot, now gets a chance to add another point to his total.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Phoenix making some changes. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Crowder, and it's Booker in for Cameron Payne. Free throw drops for James.
You love what LeBron James brings on the court, off the court, in the community. His contributions are always front and center.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Westbrook. Inside. Here's Bazemore. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's his first personal
athletic move by Bazemore. Has the body control to absorb the foul and follow through.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70. So when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Sharch has checked in for 8. And then for Los Angeles, Anthony's checked in for Jordan. And Taylor Horton-Tucker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
You know, he was undrafted out of Old Dominion. Ken Bazemore has come a long way. Didn't get much run his first few years in the league, but now he's an impact player.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
He had just enough breathing room around the basket, and he found a way to convert it.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Now the pass to Horton-Tucker. And the layup's good off the glass. Horton-Tucker's got 7 points in the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Paul outside. 1:51 left in the second quarter. The shot by Sharch, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Horton-Tucker. Here's Anthony. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix will come the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Passes it to Paul. Back to Booker. The tray. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Suns trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Rondo. Pass to LeBron. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Paul passes to Nader. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Nader's got his second basket of the night.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo finds James. Oh, that's blocked.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Paul for 3. Doesn't go that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top. They lead by 18. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
Well, we're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening with physicality. We're starting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves.
And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Nader in at the 3 side. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Westbrook passes to James. Now here's Bazemore. Back to James. Knocks it loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
DeAndre is very skilled at going up into contact. Tough for the defense to be able to stop him without fouling.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Shooting 2. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. No luck that time either.
And for all the developments Jordan's made to his game, free throw shooting remains a challenge.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Bazemore. And Booker kicks to Paul. Over Westbrook. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Here's Davis. Count it from 12.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 16.
This is the danger Davis possesses to defenses, capable of erupting at any moment.
Here's Nader, covered by LeBron. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team
And
foul.
it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Nader. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Booker.
Defense, that's how Bazemore carved out a spot in this league. You see why.
Westbrook passes to Davis. The kick out to Westbrook. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
For 3, Booker, and the Suns miss again. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. They have a 19-point lead. Bazemore misses. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, a beautiful combination of power and concentration. Crowder as relentless as they come.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Nader. And the Lakers also making a switch. Bradley's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Free throw good, Crowder.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
Pass to Bradley. Davis against Crowder. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Paul. Johnson against LeBron. All up top. He's got 6. Booker looking around. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Johnson. Westbrook pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 16.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Chalk up 2 there. 17 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Westbrook uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 16. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
A second chance effort, and it's Crowder laying it in. Crowder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Failing to block out Jay Crowder, that's careless. He's active, wanting the ball more than you. Well deserved.
Paul against Westbrook. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. This is to Paul. The pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Knocked away. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Paul. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for James.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here is McGee. Shot from the inbound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 5th.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
That free throw missing. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And he's good on the second. Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Nunn. His first shot coming late. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Booker. He's got 13. Over Anthony. Anthony with the block. Pass to Nunn. Back to Anthony. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. In the corner, Crowder with it. Now here's Payne, defended by Nunn. Crowder from outside. Rebound the Lakers. Nunn looking around. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Anthony. Fires for three. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Suns trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
From the low block. Shot by Crowder, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Nunn. Right wing. Westbrook against Crowder. 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Davis. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 13 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Johnson outside. With nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. There's the pass to Davis. Bradley kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Davis. Payne grabs the board. Suns trail by 15. It's Crowder on the wing. Payne with it. 14 points for him. Over Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Lakers leading by 15. Beyond the arc. Crowder pulls it in.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Here's Payne. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Johnson's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Westbrook passes to Nunn. High post, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Anthony. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Phoenix. Whiteside's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Saric in for Cameron Johnson. Horton-Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Avery Bradley.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Suns trail by 18. Now here's Booker. He's got 13. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Payne in the post. Defended by Nunn. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Phoenix making a change here. Nader's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Bazemore's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 18. Rondo passes to Horton-Tucker. With the drive. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers.
LeBron James.
Here's James. He's got 10. Takes a 3. Payne grabs the board. Suns trail by 18.
Lakers foul. Kent Bazemore.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. It's a 16-point game. Here's Davis. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Saric. He drains it from the right block. Saric has got 6. Lakers leading by 14. Outside Rondo. Pass to Horton-Tucker. The dish to LeBron. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 12.
When he gets touches inside, LeBron is impossible to stop.
Well, Phoenix shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Rondo. Now Payne. He's got 14. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Horton-Tucker, the pass to Davis. Lakers passing it around. 6 to shoot. Bazemore dishes to Davis. That shot off.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And here's Payne. He's got 16. Pass to Nader. Booker trying to free himself up. Got it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Nader.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And the pass to Bazemore. Down low, here's Horton-Tucker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Horton-Tucker's got 11 points.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's LeBron, and the shot is good.
LeBron James.
14 points for him.
Tremendous breakdown ability off the dribble. LeBron also finishing through contact.
Here's Booker, and Davis sends it back. Outside Rondo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rondo's got his first points of the game.
Strong move at the rim. The pad, big late, and contested.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron James is out there with Jordan. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Horton-Tucker in at the small forward position. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. First team foul.
Pass to Horton-Tucker. To the inside. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When DeAndre gets the rock close to the rim, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him. Just a big, long, and athletic center.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one misses.
And not doing very well at the line in this half. Percentage has dropped all the way down to below 60.
Now here's Payne. T right on him. Can the foul on Kent Bazemore.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul.
Ayton kicks to Nader. Paul outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Sharch. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Ball.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Rondo against Paul. James wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Payne finds Sharch. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Rondo passes to James. Back to Rondo. Pass to Bazemore. Here's Horton-Tucker. He's covered by Ayton. 2 on the clock. Rondo's shot is off. Suns trail by 15. Paul left side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Rondo with some nice D. Here's Horton-Tucker. Payne covering. The shot's good from Horton-Tucker. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rondo passes to James. feeds to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
It's empowering to play with LeBron because if you get open, he will find you.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Lakers.
Substitution.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. Here's Nader from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
The Lakers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, thank you, David.
A foul won't scare King James off. He gets assertive and takes the shot.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And they better hope their performance at the line in the second half doesn't come back to bite them. Missing your free throws is a good way to cough up a lead.
And the second free throw, good. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jordan against Paul, and it's blocked by Jordan.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And good that time.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Bazemore. Payne in the post. Doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. Outside Westbrook. Crowder with the steal. Paul against Bazemore. Now here's Paul. Guarded closer. And his offense just hasn't been there.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Here's Westbrook. It's blocked. And Jordan gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Ayton gets double teamed. Paul outside. Bazemore grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 19 points. James has a 2-pointer. No good there with the step back J.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
LeBron outside. Westbrook passes to Anthony. Tipped away. Payne with it. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Shooting one.
That's good from Payne. So here's Westbrook. Pass to Bazemore. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Anthony. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Nader grabs the board. Nader's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Westbrook. Payne kicks to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And stolen by Jordan. Westbrook passes to Bazemore. James in the post, defended by Paul. Bazemore for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. Timeout call. The Suns have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Bazemore. Westbrook against Paul. Shot clock at 6. Ayton dishes to Booker. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
14 foul.
Short, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Free throw good, Booker. He hits the second from the line. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Here's Westbrook. Now the pass to Bazemore. And here is LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. And Davis can't get it to go. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Passes it to James. And here's Anthony for three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Paul passes to Crowder. Now here's Booker. He's covered by Bazemore. And stolen by Bazemore. He feeds it to Davis. Crowder with the steal. Pass to Nader. Ball outside. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Paul. Lets the three fly. Another three for Phoenix.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second. Trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Westbrook kicks it to Bazemore. Westbrook against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
So it's the Lakers now, leading by 12. And here's Westbrook from the arc, and another three for the Lakers.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Bazemore on the wing, defended by Booker. Bazemore passes to James. Westbrook with it. Clock at 6.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Crowder. Great D that time from Davis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's the pass to Westbrook. He dishes it to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 14. Kicks it to Crowder. Paul outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From downtown, another three for Phoenix.
What focus on the range shot by Chris, not letting anything throw him off.
Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. From 11 feet away, and the shot goes down. And the Lakers lead by 13.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 13. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He's checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Trevor Ariza.
Booker against Bazemore. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Westbrook passes to James. Bazemore finds Westbrook. James outside. 4 on the clock. Davis down low. He's guarded by Booker. That's good from Davis on the assist by James.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance
for Davis.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Here's Westbrook. Trying to get open as Davis. Westbrook with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 13. And it's the Suns with the ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Booker kicks to Paul. And it's in there.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Outside Westbrook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You keep taking care of business. How is your game traveling on the road?
You know, we just try to have a road warrior mentality. We understand when we go on the road, it's just us. The Laker faithful, they travel with us too sometimes, but we know it's just all about us and how we can play well on the road, and we've been doing that this year so far.
Yeah, you kept this crowd quiet down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.